every destiny is forged in a path. Path, P-A-T-H. If you want to know your destiny, you will know it through the path you are following. And there are some qualities that interpret paths. Number one, company, through vision. 3, desire. In chapter 23:20, God said to Moses, I want you to know where you will land when you know the angel you are following in a known path. Now, a path is a meeting point of spirits. A path is a meeting point of spirit. Can you look at 23:20 of the book of Yara?
Help me, Lord, you are me.
23:20 said, behold, I will send my angel before thee
to keep thee in the way and to bring thee
into the place
which I have prepared.
Now, you don't talk about where God prepared until you talk about the path that brings you into prepared place. So it is not possible for somebody to be separated, a destination, for a destination to be separated from a path that leads to it. Now, why some people are frustrated is that sometimes they try to separate path from destination. You can't separate path from destination. But I am sharing on path because I would like you to receive ability to interpret destiny or paths. Every day I try to stay in my path. I say, Lord, this is where I'm going, and I'm going to stay in my path. I'm going to do the confession of my path. I am going to live the life of my path. I am going to keep the company of my path. And then I'm going to follow the angel of my path. I am going to befriend only those who are in my path. God said to Moses, he said, there is a place I prepared for you, follow the path. He said, you will meet a spirit in that path. I said, you will. My life take a new shape when I know the angel that lead in my path. It was then I know I will write. Then I know I will write. I know I will write the day I know that my angel is a book carrying angel. The angel in my path. Now, all great paths are narrow. I say all great paths are narrow paths. All great paths. Now, it is only paths that are not useful that are broad. Now, the difference between narrow path and broad path is, in narrow path, people are subjected to discipline. So much discipline. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? The ability to come under subjection is a great training. Involve a lot of training. And hear me. Let me bless a young girl or a young man here. One of the things that made me great on earth is discipline in a path. Now, when people are in a path of discipline, ordained by vision, it don't make them blind. After some time, they will become divine. Apostle Paul said, I put my body under subjection in the path, so that my years of labor in the gospel will not be wasted. If your miracles are delaying, stay in a narrow path. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Do you know that all dead bodies smell? That is why you take them in mortuary. When somebody dies and you don't take him to mortuary, he will cause attraction. A lot of people are not blessed because they are not smelling. They didn't die in a path. Somebody came into your house, came into your car for 1 hour, he doesn't know what you believe. He's talking, you're talking. Your word, the word of your destiny should come in your discussion. assuming that, excuse me, assuming I am trained on optimism, that is positivity, I will never tolerate negative discussion. If I know the power of word, you cannot say things that are negative around me and still be around. If I know the power in anointing, you can't talk against an anointed man of God and still be around. That is dead in a part. Can I tell you something? A life, it is only patterned life that can stay in part, and any life that is not patterned will not be blessed. God make crown in pattern. And can I tell you something? Don't trifle with a young girl that spent all her years to learn discipline. Don't trifle with a man of God that spent all his years to do what? To learn discipline. He will never be ordinary, even if you don't like him. Somebody spent all his life to inculcate discipline. How can he lose it? That time he is imbibing disciplines when he is through with ordinariness. Even if he is not talking, his body language shows you who he is. Because even his eyes will never assimilate error. And can I tell you something? How can you replace her? How can you replace somebody who spent time, who paid attention to herself with a nonchalant person? Just like a girl has a father, and then the daddy didn't only teach, daddy controlled her. Come, excuse me, can you enter the car? She entered. Drive home. Can you enter your room? Can you come out for study, Bible study? Can you go and do exercise? Can you enter into the library? This girl was controlled like this until she became 20. How can she live another life? And how can you compare her with another girl that was not ordered? The ordering of her life was part of her reason. It's an economy. Not only she was ordered, she saw it. You were here, we were here in 6 nights, and you came all the night, and then we landed in Galilee, and then we spent the 10. How can somebody separate it from your life? Nobody can separate it. Nobody can separate that influence. Do you know the rigor? That particular night in Galilee there, you were completely exhausted. But when you had that voice in the night on microphone, you keep on struggling and you came out. I said you keep on, and you came out not because you want to come out. Everything in you wanted the rest, but you came out. You came out because there was an influence. Let me ask you to listen. If you are a child of God, don't always be free from influence. Because influence will stay you in a path. I want to show you something before I go away from it. In 21 of the book of John, he said, when you get old, somebody else will lead you. John 21. The day I lost my life was when I said to God, somebody else has to lead me. I said, the life I have, I'm going to leave you for a spirit. I'm not going to make you human. I've lost it. Early in the morning when I told it was 6:21, as I said to God, you know, I have lost my life and you know it. I said it out. I said, I will never have it and I won't regret it. I give it to you, Lion of Judah. Everything, 100%. Then I said to him, don't hide your nature from me. I said this in 6:21 today, AM, before we left home. I knew what I said. And this is what I want to show you in 21:18 of the book of John Gospel. That's my last 9 in the part. Before I go to 10, I'm going to be stopping. Now I'm about to launch into sharing number 10. And I didn't come with any book. This book here is where I wrote the topics. So that I now know which one to share. I'm not really looking at any note. Now it will take staying. Don't forget that today I was going through what I shared in Galilee. It was amazing. Then I saw what I didn't share, what I declared, but I didn't share it. I will still go through it in July by God's grace. Can you look at 21:18 of John Gospel? He said, very, very I say unto you, when thou was young, thou givest thyself, walkest whither thou wouldest. But when you shall be old, thou shalt stretch thy forth thy hand,
and another shall guide
you and carry thee
whither thou wouldest not.
So when you get more matured, the guardian angel of your life will start leading you. But when you are a child, you keep on going to wherever you want, and then that simply means somebody is valueless. Because somebody who go to wherever he wants is valueless. Now, but if a spirit detects where you go, or a man detects somebody who is better, one of the ways to know that God has blessed you is allowing somebody who is better than you to control you. So he said, when thou be old, you shall stretch your hand, and another will say, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. Even most of the time against your will. Doing something you want all the time is a pathway that leads to devaluation, because it means you're not guided. God said to him, as big as Moses is, God said to Moses, you must be led. And then somebody who is not as big as Moses want to lead himself. Anything that he said it's not confidence for you. It's not confidence. Something must not be confident before you do it. Do it because somebody is guiding. Anytime you separate yourself from the guide of a higher spirit, you reduce yourself. And the rebellious nature is a nature that wants his way because he's young. Was I able to say it? The timeless timeline. Timeless timeline. Now, one of the things that make the timeline is that the timeline is timeless. I said timeline is timeless. I said what makes the timeline what it is because the timeline is timeless. The timeline is timeless because the timeline is shrouded in brightness. The destiny of time is in light. That is why all timeless personalities are light producing personalities. If you want to have an enduring name, it is only brightness that can give you that. I say if you want to be timeless, if you want your name to be remembered like Moses in Deuteronomy, Paul in 1 Corinthians, Timothy in the book of Timothy, Joshua, Peter, Isaiah, the sun, the moon, it is light. I am light of the world, the brightest light in the timeline. God committed the destiny of the earth to the light of the luminary bodies. That's why I teach. Heaven will always rule the earth through his light, and the realm of the timeline is made timeless by light. Write down your paper. I said the timeline is made timeless by light. God is God, is King of kings and Lord of lords because he's made in light, ultimate light. Wherever there is evil, there is